Muslims fast during Ramadan because, first of all, they want to experience how the poor feels. Also, after they fast, their God is supposed to forgive their sins that they committed during the past.
On the first day of Ramadan, when I fasted, it was kind of hard. But then later on, when days passed by, I got used to it, and so it wasn't a problem for me.
The month of Ramadan is my favorite because I get to fast, and you might be like, what? She likes fasting. Yes, I like fasting.
When I was fasting, I did PE and I had to run 3 laps, and it was hard for me, but I still kept my anger out because I was really thirsty, and I just, was happy the whole time.
I thought it would be such a good thing for me to try and experience fasting during Ramadan. I thought to myself at first I could not do it, and it would be too hard or too difficult to be around people who are eating all day and not be able to eat myself. As difficult as it was for me, it was still something that I really enjoyed. I was proud, and I enjoyed sharing that with my students, especially my Muslim students, because I knew they were going through exactly the same thing. And they do it every year, and I just did it this once, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next year.
This year I actually fasted one day. I did it largely from finding out that Miss Tom was going to be doing many days of fasting, and I said, I want to try it. I woke up super early, like 4 o'clock in the morning, ate a lot of eggs, drank a lot of water. I didn't get that hungry, but I just remember being thirsty all the time, and it was a little hard. I remember feeling really not so good at about 4 o'clock. Between 4 and 5, I was just like, oh man, I can't make this. I think I'm going to eat. But then around 5 or 5:30, I just felt so good. And I don't think it was just about, oh, I'm almost done. I think it was something about the fasting. I just remember just having the feeling of happiness. And I was surprised by that. From 6 to 8 was just a really great space. I heard it's easier later, but I only did it one day. And next year, I definitely want to do it more.
The thing I loved about it was when it was time to break the fast. That's when my whole family was together with all the food in front of us.
The nice part is that you get to eat as a family. You break your fast, and it's really nice. It's a good feeling.
There are prayers which you go to every night, and everyone is there, just gather, and you're just praying to God to forgive you for what you've done. You're praying for others and not just yourselves.
Sitting there with your family and just, looking at the food that's in front of you, it's just a nice and grateful feeling of what you have.
There are other people around the world not getting what we have here, and so you just need to keep that in mind, that you're very lucky for what you have, and just because you have it, you shouldn't be ignorant about it and forget about others.
It really felt more like a celebration, a real celebration of what it means to have so many things that I take for granted. Like, for example, taking for granted that I can eat anything I want all day, every day. And to spend some time really learning that there are people all over the world that don't have that same privilege.